Welcome to implement ISO 27001 on a budget step by step. In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to achieve ISO 27001 certification without the enterprise-level budgets that consultants typically assume. You'll learn how to use free and open-source tools, prioritize spending on what actually matters for certification, avoid the expensive mistakes that inflate implementation costs, and build a lean ISMS that satisfies auditors without breaking the bank. The course follows MediCare Diagnostics, a mid-size healthcare company, as our practical case study. Let's get started. Let's start by understanding where ISO 27001 implementation costs actually come from and where you can save without compromising quality. Here is a realistic cost comparison showing where budget-conscious organizations can save significantly. Consulting is typically the largest cost. Enterprise implementations hire consultants for the entire project at $50,000 to $150,000. A budget approach uses self-guided implementation with courses like this one for knowledge, handles the bulk of work internally, and engages a consultant only for targeted reviews of critical deliverables like the risk assessment and statement of applicability. Commercial GRC platforms cost $15,000 to $50,000 annually. They are powerful but entirely unnecessary for initial certification. Spreadsheets handle risk registers and asset inventories effectively. Cloud document platforms manage policies and procedures. Open-source tools provide vulnerability scanning and monitoring. You can always upgrade to commercial tooling after certification when the budget allows. Certification audit costs are harder to reduce because they depend on scope and organization size. However, a well-defined, focused scope reduces the number of audit days. Choosing a certification body that offers competitive rates for your organization size helps. This is one area where cutting costs too aggressively can backfire. Choose a reputable CB, even if slightly more expensive. Technical security controls like endpoint protection, encryption, and monitoring are available at dramatically lower cost than enterprise vendors suggest. Operating systems include built-in encryption and firewalls. Cloud providers offer free-tier monitoring and logging. Open-source tools like ClamAV, Wazoo, and OSSEC provide enterprise-grade capabilities. The key is knowing which free tools are audit acceptable. Let's define the concepts that make budget implementation possible without compromising certification readiness. The proportionality principle is your most powerful budget tool. ISO 27001 explicitly requires controls appropriate to the organization's context, size, and risk profile. A 50-person company does not need the same controls as a 50,000-person enterprise. Auditors understand this. Your controls must be effective, not expensive. Risk-based prioritization means spending your limited budget where it matters most. Your risk assessment identifies the threats and vulnerabilities that pose the greatest danger. Fund controls for those risks first. Lower risk areas can use simpler, less expensive controls. Auditors want to see that your spending aligns with your risk profile. Phased implementation lets you achieve certification with a lean initial implementation and then improve over time. Implement the essential controls needed for certification first. Plan enhancements for subsequent PDCA cycles. This spreads costs over multiple budget periods while still achieving certification on schedule. Modern operating systems, cloud platforms, and office suites include security features that satisfy many Annex A controls at no additional cost. Windows BitLocker provides encryption. Microsoft 365 includes audit logging and access controls. Google Workspace offers data loss prevention. Before purchasing any security tool, check whether existing platforms already provide the capability. Now let's cover the practical implementation approach that MediCare Diagnostics used to achieve certification on a limited budget. Here is the phased roadmap that keeps costs manageable while hitting every certification requirement. Phase 1 costs nothing beyond staff time. Define your scope using free templates available online. Conduct your risk assessment in a spreadsheet. A well-structured spreadsheet is perfectly acceptable to auditors. Write policies in your existing cloud document platform with version control. Perform a gap analysis against Annex A to identify which controls need implementation. Phase 2 addresses the highest impact controls using built-in features. Enable disk encryption with BitLocker or FileVault. Configure your cloud platform's security settings. Most are disabled by default. Implement multi-factor authentication using free authenticator apps. Set up automated backups using your existing cloud storage. These actions dramatically improve your security posture at near zero cost. Phase 3 addresses controls that may require modest spending. Endpoint protection is available through free tiers of commercial products or open-source alternatives. Security awareness training platforms offer free tiers for small organizations. Vulnerability scanning with OpenVS or Nessus Essentials costs nothing. Log monitoring with Wazoo or the Yelke stack provides SIEM capabilities for free. Phase 4 covers certification preparation and the audit itself. Internal audits can be conducted by trained internal staff or through a peer audit arrangement with another organization. Management review is a scheduled meeting with no external cost. The certification body fee is the one cost you truly cannot avoid, but shopping around and optimizing scope keeps it manageable. A common fear is that auditors will reject free tools. Let's compare what is acceptable. Auditors care about effectiveness, not price tags. A well-structured spreadsheet risk register with clear methodology is perfectly acceptable. Policies in Google Docs or SharePoint with version history satisfy document control requirements. Built-in encryption satisfies cryptography controls. Open-source vulnerability scanners demonstrate proactive security. The tool does not matter. The process and evidence do. Some areas genuinely benefit from commercial investment. High-risk environments may need more robust endpoint protection than free tiers provide. Organizations without security operations capability benefit from managed detection and response services. Penetration testing should be conducted by qualified external testers. And the certification body audit is a mandatory cost with no free alternative. Let's close with the most important lessons for implementing ISO 27001 on a budget. First, ISO 27001 does not require expensive tools or platforms. Auditors assess whether your controls are effective, your processes are followed, and your evidence is complete. A spreadsheet-based risk register that is well-maintained and accurately reflects your risk profile is better than an expensive GRC platform that is poorly used. Second, the proportionality principle is built into the standard. Your controls must be appropriate to your organization's size, complexity, and risk profile. When auditors assess your ISMS, they consider your context. A 50-person company with a spreadsheet-based ISMS that works is better than one with unused enterprise software. Third, take full advantage of the security features built into your existing platforms. Modern operating systems, cloud services, and office suites include encryption, access controls, audit logging, and backup capabilities that satisfy numerous Annex A controls at no additional cost. And fourth, the only irreducible cost is the certification body fee. Consulting, tooling, and technical controls all have legitimate budget alternatives. MediCare Diagnostics achieved certification for under $15,000 total. In the full course, you will see exactly how they did it. That wraps up our overview of implementing ISO 27001 on a budget. In the full Udemy course, you'll get the complete MediCare Diagnostics case study showing every step of their budget implementation, free and open-source tool recommendations for every Annex A control category, budget templates and cost-tracking worksheets, and practical guidance on where to spend and where to save. Click the link below or scan the QR code to enroll and start your budget-friendly certification journey. Thank you for watching. If you found this overview helpful, subscribe to the channel for more content, and check the description for the link to the full course. See you in the next video.